I'd like to introduce myself.
Oh,
I'm Zelos, the Arcane Trickster, the Rogue, the Jack of all trades rogue in this group.
I am Kadojo. I play the Paladin, Doral Silverhammer.
He got it right this time. Woohoo!
Fuck you.
I'm Stormwolf. I play Rafavar, a half-elf monk.
Hey y'all, I am Astaria. I play the half-elf warlock Misty, who is kind of a pyromaniac. Oh, and cohorts with demons and devils.
Hi everyone, I am 3Dex Rogue. I play the Wood Elf Druid Kensa, who generally prefers strength over looks.
oh.
Greetings, everybody. My name is Wormfood, and I play Tiberius, the Cleric of Awesomeness.
So what happened last week? Anybody remember? Oh, and also, are we going to be good to go till maybe 1 o'clock this morning? 1 o'clock in the morning, maybe?
I'm good to go.
That'd be awesome.
I'm good for it.
I'm
Fine for
in.
me.
I'm good. Though you might hear some snoring. No.
Who's got the recap for this week?
Boring shit happened. That's it. No.
Oh,
Well, nothing got
Okay.
killed. Of course it would be boring.
You can kill something this week if
Alright.
you want.
So no recap. We'll just go ahead and continue then. Awesome. No recap. All right. So you guys are leaving Waterdeep. What do you guys want to do? You guys,
Wait, no, we're leaving Boulder's Gate.
you guys are leaving Baldur's Gate on your way to Waterdeep. You guys found out. I figured there would have been a recap tonight, but I guess not. So
I can do it, Dave.
I
We
can
can
start
do it.
doing
We're just
I can
deciding
start
who to
doing
do
the
it.
weekly recap if you guys need me to do it. I can do it.
we
Maybe-
got it. We were just trying to see who would step forward and do it.
Okay. I got you.
Trying to see who had the cojones.
Well, let's get it done.
All right. After laying in a stock of all expendables, our river trip began in the early morning. During each day, we drifted downstream, laying up to shore at night to avoid bars and snags. We are in good spirits. A large ruby awaits us in Waterdeep. When this mission is completed, Anther's contact, Akin Silabon, a merchant and outfitter in Baldur's Gate, is expected to supply us with goods in the wagon so that we may join the cultist caravan as merchants. The previous night, Zealous and Tiberius backed Rafavar in a game of darts with Anther, which Rafavar won with ease. In the late afternoon of our third day on the river, we reached Baldur's Gate. The city, Baldur's Gate, lies mostly on the north side of the river. The river docks are at the heart of the low-rent district. The further properties from the river, the larger the buildings and the more prosperous those who live therein. On arrival, the party split. Misty, Kensa, and Rafavar sought to contact the criminal element in the city so Misty can arrange her free movement about the city, while Zelos, Tiberius, and Doral seek to contact Akin and Silabon. Misty and company approach and enter the Low Lantern Inn in the dock district. She flashes a family token to the barman, who looks at it and nods at her, suggesting they take a table. Within the arrival of the second round, Misty discovers a note getting her to leave the inn to meet someone outside. She is approached outside by a tiefling rogue who introduces herself as Bade of the Sarlin family. She explains she is merely passing through and not in the city on any criminal business. She needs 2 disguises, though, for further travel. Bade gives her the freedom of the city and undertakes to put together several disguises for Misty and for Zelos. Zelos and his 2 companions contact Akin at his warehouses. Mentioning Anther are taken to a private room. Akin asks their mission and lets them know the cultist caravan is expected any day He has had no recent contact with Anther, however, and no authorization has been given him to provide the party with goods or a wagon. Negotiation with Aiken results in the party purchasing a wagon, wagon supplies, and 2 wagon horses, and also a load of ginger for a total of 200 gold. Aiken supplies these at his own cost and is confident the party will profit from their sale in Waterdeep. The party rejoins at a respectable inn far from the docks. The next morning, Zelos and Doral venture off to the most reputable armorer in the city. Jasper Minirivets welcomes them, and they purchase from him splint mail for Doral. Selling Doral's ring mail for 30 gold leaves Zelos picking up a ticket for 170 gold, which he regards as a loan to Doral. 3 days after arriving in Baldur's Gate, the party receives word by messenger that the cultist caravan has arrived. Meeting again with Aiken, they learn that the cultists have purchased 5 additional wagons and horses and wagon supplies, and are prepared at this point to leave. We learn Resmir has been seen in the city recently in the last several days. In fact, we harness the horses, hitch up our loaded wagon. Tiberius and Dora collect our riding horses and tack, and our packs from the inn. We're ready to depart northward with the caravan.
Very nice. Don't forget.
Except you did notice, Dave, you did notice that he said that he gave Doral the money, and then he goes, which he regards as a loan. So I thought
like
before
it.
it was like, free and clear, my friend, but during the recap, it was a loan.
I
At
did say-
600%. 600%.
Oh hell no! I did say I would pay him back. So
Well, I think it's good that you guys are actually being as cautious as you can and joining the caravan wherever whether you join the tail end or whatnot. I think it's good because you don't know who these cultists are. You don't know what cultists they are actually. So you guys had some several of you had some run-ins with them already. So I think going with the wagon is probably the best thing to do. But don't forget, you got 2 chickens and a goat too.
yeah, Dave, did we get food and water for ourselves and for the animals for our trip to Waterdeep?
That's where we were, if my memory serves me correctly, that's where we were wrapping up last week. So, but I do remember that we were talking about everybody already had rations on them, but it just depends on how much more you want to bring, because the caravan is stopping every day. I mean, the caravan's only going to travel for 8 hours, and then they're going to rest the horses for the rest of the time. And then every 7th day, there will be no travel, and the horses will get a full day's rest. So that's to keep not only your horses, but all of the caravan's horses and mules, fresh.
So before we pull out, Dave, I need to know if I need to bring my swimsuit. I mean, it is called Waterdeep, so I'm guessing
that's
there's
up to you.
Do they
It
got a
could be
pool
party
there?
time. I'm sure there's lots of swimming fountains,
Oh, sweetness.
lots of
All right.
public baths.
I got
Lots
a big
of,
swimming
private
suit that
baths
says
also.
the Lord on the back.
The Lord, nice.
Uh-huh,
And
'cause
does
you
it
know.
have like the real sharp eyebrows over the Lord?
It is, yeah.
There's
Yeah, I
like a
don't-
sharp
I-
eyebrow over each word.
That's right. Perfect. I try to keep eyebrows off my butt, but
Oh my goodness.
that's a perfect place to do it.
So do you
So
guys
I-
want to make any kind of last minute preparations before you guys head out? And sorry about that, Dort.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask the guy to give us enough rations for us, the horse, and the animals to get to Waterdeep based on that travel plan.
Yeah,
Make
well,
sure we have
the
enough.
horses should be good. I mean, the horses they're going to be able to graze anyway. So there's plenty of grass between here and Waterdeep. Now for water, I mean, I'm sure you guys will have a couple barrels of probably 55 gallon, barrels of water just in case. But there's going to be water along the route. There's going to be small villages that you're going to be able to stop. So it's not going to be like a 750 mile straight shot, no stops in between. So there's there's a lot of small villages and stuff on the way, not only in the field, the fields of the dead, but along the tradeway also. Especially when you get up, you're going to be traveling close to the troll claws, but then when you get up on the tradeway from there's all kinds of small settlements all the way along the tradeway, all the way up to Waterdeep. So shouldn't be too bad.
And I'm also going to ask him to put a small barrel of ale on there to be used for later.
Got to be, yeah, gotta have that.
Oh, that's ginger ale, right? With all of our ginger.
Mm-hmm.
No.
You got
ginger ale.
You got 200 pounds of ginger, 20 pounds of cinnamon. So you guys
must remember we have Misty who can turn water into wine.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe water into a meager dwarvish ale also.
Let's lay in a week. Let's lay in a week's worth of chicken feed and
chicken feed,
a quarter of a bale of hay, and we'll replenish as we go for the goat and the chickens.
What gender was the goat?
Goddamn goat and chicken. The goat is a male. He's a stubborn.
Yeah, we're gonna kill the goat.
Stubborn. Oh.
What is the goat's name?
Whatever you want to name it. It's y'all's goat. You can name it whatever you want.
How about
Lunch.
Carl? Carl the goat.
Munch.
Carl.
No
I
Carl?
like that. Carl the goat.
Come on. Can't go wrong with Carl.
Carl.
All
Can
right.
we just
you
call
guys
him
can
Harold, like
you can
Hark the
call
Herald
him
Angels
Brody.
sing?
Oh,
If
snap.
you name it, you're just gonna be more upset when I kill it. Come on.
That's right.
Who's going to kill that goat? We're going to milk him every day.
It's a guy.
You're going to milk him. I think just to confuse things, you ought to name the goat Ginger.
Well, if we call the goat Carl, we ain't going to be milking him.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Now that I think
Carla?
through that. Or maybe you
Carla!
are going to be milking him, and
Well,
it's just maybe
Dave
he won't
already-
be so angry.
Guys, Dave already said the goat's male, so no matter what you name him, you ain't milking it.
Well, I was just saying, yeah, you
Okay.
will milk it, and maybe he won't be as angry.
Unless you want to give it a hand job and get the milk that way.
Oh.
I was a little
That's
better.
as bad as the cleric with them youngerns.
I said the same thing, but I said it in a little more tactful way. But whatever.
Yeah, I heard you twice. You know, what the hell.
Yeah, what the hell?
I mean, we got the goat foisted on us. We got to have fun with him.
I mean, anytime you have to roll the d20 while giving the goat, never mind. We're ready to move on.
Maybe we should. Maybe we
Uh-huh.
should. Is there anything else we're preparing before we settle out, guys?
Milk the goat. I got a crit. Never mind.
The goat falls over
Can
dead.
I buy
That's
some gold for the cart? Buy some gold? No, salt with my gold for the cart.
Oh yeah, that makes a little more sense. Yeah,
We have disguises.
she used food to
Because-
buy gold with.
I assume my character knows salt is used to preserve meat over a long period of time, and I plan on having some goat.
I like
Hey,
goat
fine,
jerky.
barbecue's barbecue. I'm assuming the Zelos and Misty are in disguise.
So what kind of disguises are you guys wearing? That good old Bade from House Saralem. What kind of disguises did she grace for you guys? I gotta hear
Yeah,
this.
Misty, what did you get?
Well, I got some wonderful traveling clothes since we are essentially
Wonderful.
a
They're
merchant
marvelous.
wagon. We are dressed in clothes that
Marvelous.
would be appropriate to those who would be traveling with the merchants, the help, so to speak.
So
we're
what
not
does
gonna.
that? What does that look like?
I would
Super
assume
baggy
in,
robes.
this lovely day, it's some loose fitting. Oh, those are really cool! Oh my gosh, distraction! I nothing I could say would look nearly as awesome as what Dave just put on the screen. So I'm just gonna take a moment and just enjoy it.
Those are
I just-
those are from May. Those are made by Vay. She did a great job.
I just got one small complaint. Tiberius is looking way too man. He needs to look more feminine. That's all I gotta say.
I have no complaints, Faye. I think I look awesome. That's just like in real life. When I stand up straight like that, I'm all super skinny and buff, and then I have a flaming sword or something. I think it's beautiful.
You guys can, out of all of them, Zelos is like the hardest one because Zelos didn't have he just had the token up there. So I figured, I was hoping that would be the best choice that I could have made for a Zelos representation. Does that look okay there, guy?
Freaking awesome.
I'm looking at your screen, but I can't really see Zelos. I'm not sure which one he is.
He's a.
Why don't you? Yeah, look at the. You could just scroll
Bottom
it
in
down.
black.
Use your use your mouse wheel.
I tried to get you the half elf and nice and sleek and sly.
I love the Kensa getting ready to attack.
Yeah,
she's like already transforming into something.
She's
Looks like it's
F you up,
it looks like
dude.
she's. I know she's getting ready to transform into a three-toed sloth. It looks like.
Actually,
Most
no, it's like a
vicious of all
tiger.
animals.
Quick question:
Mhm.
Is everybody looking at the tokens on Roll20?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to have to drop out and come back into Roll20.
It's taking a while to
All I'm
load.
seeing are the avatars.
Yeah, don't surf
avatars.
porn in the other window. That'll help out.
Okay. So we'll wait for. This is going to be like the new RP type of screen. You guys can click all of the tokens. Your hit points will come up. You know, all of your.
Oh,
your
that is
die
awesome.
heals.
Yes, so
So
cool.
it'll allow you guys to do your rolls through those also. So, but I even got your imp on there, Misty.
Yay! It's a rather draconic imp though.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, that's what I could find. So,
You just have to deal with it.
yeah.
But that's
Yep.
okay. I like dragons. And, you know, my familiar thing can really take any form, so who's to say I won't summon the dragon later?
Why not?
Perfect.
Well, I thought the Zelos was much better natured than that, but we'll go with it.
Better natured. Oh, he
It
likes
could
them
be
all
better
happy.
natured. Just
and-
looks a bit
He
rugged.
looks like he's got a heart on for the cleric, doesn't he?
Wow.
Is there something you're trying to tell us, Zelos?
Oh my god.
They don't call it rapier for nothing.
Oh my god.
Bend over and I'll try it again.
Oh my gosh. That's tomorrow's game. We will continue. All right, so you guys are all equipped
PG-13. We'll keep it that way.
up. You guys are all equipped. Let's see. You guys.
You know I am.
It is the next morning. All of the caravan is starting to gather outside of the northern gate because, of course, everybody knows that there are no wagons or horses allowed. So the stable area is busy. There's like I said last week, there's a dozen caravans. You know that from your information from Aken here in Baldur's Gate that 8 of the wagons belong to the cultists. Now there's other wagons that you can see that there's a couple wagons belonging to families, and there's also several wagons that are belonging to merchants. So if there's anything that you actually need to buy along the way, there is a merchant that does have supplies, and basically he follows large caravans like this to and from, back between Neverwinter to Waterdeep, from Waterdeep to Baldur's Gate, and just kind of runs that route. So, where do you guys want to position yourself in this massive cavern, this massive trail
Shotgun.
of wagons?
Dave, how many total wagons are we talking about?
There's at least
Excluding our
12.
road.
12 to 13.
Okay.
How many
And
wheels
where-
would that be, Dave?
A lot.
That'd be 13 times 4. But if you want to get technical, how many extra wheels are in the caravan also? So that would,
Where are the cultists positioned? Like in front,
there's-
middle, back?
There's looks like mostly all of them are towards the front. Maybe a merchant caravan in between.
Okay. No, if it's alright.
I feel like
They
there's some
have-
strategy involved here.
I hope
I have a total of 8.
I hope Guy liked his avatar.
Our caravan's like a cart, right? It's gonna be like two horses
hope it-
pulling it, and there's not like a place to sit on to control the horses. Or anything like that.
No, you have a there's room for several people to sit up on the wagon, and plus there's room inside. I mean, if it comes down to it, you guys can pile several more in there to take turns sleeping and whatnot. But I mean, you're only traveling 8 hours a day, so it's not like you're going all the way through 24 hours a day.
You know, from a Tiberius standpoint, I don't know if I really want to be driving the entire time. I'll sit next to somebody that wants to drive. How about one of the servants, one of the people that are dressed like servants? That would make more sense to me.
Yeah, exactly, Zovia.
Okay, I wanted to drive, but now I'd rather run my claws through Tiberius's legs. But
Well, I'm just, I'm
Well,
saying.
Hey,
Sure,
now.
the driving around. That's fine, but I'll start the driving off.
Well, I think you two should try and stay as hidden as possible until we can figure out the cultists. And that's very interesting, Misty. How about 3 to 4 carts back from the cultists? Oh, the outpost at the end, though.
Sure, I mean, if you want to do that, there's no problem. You can do that.
Will that be alright with everybody?
Very good.
That'll be fine.
Oh, I'm sorry,
And-
where are we at?
About 3 to 4 carts behind the cultists.
Oh, behind the cultists. Okay.
We want the cultists to be in front of us.
So all the cultist wagons are in front of us, and we've got a couple of buffer wagons.
You bet. And there's maybe 1 or 2 behind us still.
Will that give us enough? Do we want to be spying on them, or do we want to just be them avoiding us?
Mostly avoiding for now, but we have a plan. Me and Kensa have a plan about her changing into rat and going over there at night to try and eavesdrop a little and look at the
I'll
carts.
say this, outright in the middle. Yeah, it's fine.
Well, no, this is a private thing, so.
It's a
Okay,
private
in a
thing.
private
Hey,
location.
Kensa, don't forget to change into a rat later. Okay.
Oh my goodness,
So,
dude, your
All right,
legs
then, yeah.
are
Are we
shredded.
correct?
I agree.
Plus, we're going to be so dirty from all this dust from the. Honestly, we should be in the front. We should be leading this. But whatever, we'll get back. At least that's what Tiberius thinks. I mean, I guess we can be in the middle. We'll just be eating other people's dust. All right.
Filth is the least of your worries at the moment, I think.
better to be eating dust than to be eating cultist steel.
Especially
that was
seeing
really,
that there's
really
8
super
carts of cultists, and these
And you never know how many.
these cultists don't look like the cultists. Several of them, that are mixed in to give you guys a little information on the cultists. Some of these cultists look, they look like they're your typical run-of-the-mill cultists like you had seen back in the hatchery, back at Greenest at the beginning of the campaign. But there are some of these guards that look like they're pretty, lock, stock, and hilt, man. I'm talking like two-handed swords. There's some wizards wearing crazy, colorful robes. No distinctful color, keeping them all uniformed. But I mean, there's quite a few wizards. There's, warriors with two-handed weapons on their backs. They've got quite a few geared, cultists here, or guards or mercenaries. Probably
Do people seem friendly? Are they talking to other people other than the cultists, or are they just talking amongst themselves?
They're talking amongst. The cultists they're kind of business. They're marching along with, but they look like merchant caravans. So it's not like it has cultist written across the side of the wagon, or painted on there. They look like merchant wagons. So I mean, they're fitting in with the others. But
Okay,
like
so
I
they're
said,
talking to
there's
some other people.
sure there's 3 other wagons that have families. There's a couple wagons that have merchants, and so there's 2 family wagons, and then there's 3 other merchant wagons.
Well, I turned to Zelos since I'm in front and I guess he's driving. I turned to Zelos and quietly I tell him in his ear so nobody else can really overhear, maybe we should think about maybe breaking a wagon wheel and then offering our help so we can get in with these guys. Breaking one of their wagon wheels and then offering help. Maybe we can get in with these guys and be friendly and then be able to sneak around better. And then I give him one of these winks. Ding! And then my teeth sparkled.
Aren't the odds pretty good that on a trip of this length, one will break on its own out of 8 wagons without our help?
That's right. And I'm going.
Yeah,
to,
but it'll probably be ours.
I'm going to counsel patience. We'll just play it bare for the first 3 or 4 days, and we'll see what happens. We're in no rush.
Leave
Make
it to
your
Dr.
acquaintance.
Zelos
They'll
to
make
counsel
our
patience.
acquaintance.
Dr. Zelos.
No
Need to
problem.
Even
observe
better.
and
The physician
figure out what their
Zelos.
routine is and
I
what's,
love it.
what's considered normal. We don't want to stand out, and we want to know how to fit in.
Yeah, don't want to bring attention to each other. In other words.
So everyone has, you all have riding horses also. So these are still the same horses that you brought on the river raft from, El Toril. So are you guys keeping those also? I would take it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean,
So-
yeah, it's not every day you can find horses that can write.
2 of us are in the wagon. 4 of us are on horse at this point.
All right. So who's going to drive the wagon, or do you want to possibly hire? There are some folks for hire. There's several drivers advertising themselves if there's any help needed.
I'm going to suggest we not hire a driver, so that we can be
dismiss
a
that.
bit more at ease with one another.
Or just
we're
dismiss not hiring a driver. If we hired a driver, it would just be another person that we could then sit back and connive and sneak around and stuff.